All right. Maybe I'm live now. Good morning and welcome to Bonnie and Clyde's Morning Talk. Sorry about that, guy. I'm having technical difficulties this morning with the stream again. It wants to go live on one thing and not the other. Not sure what the problem is, but it's okay. I do think I made it out this time. Yes, indeed. We are live now. All right. Today's date is 6/10/2020, and welcome. Let's see. My young man in the chat, Mr. Uniblaster, good morning. Let's stick this over here onto the normal chat. There we go. Thank you for joining us. And we're all good over here. Everything looks to be going all right. So that's a good start. Ooh, hump day, Wednesday morning. Let's jump over here and get started with the market. And I pulled up an article out of the market. I want to talk about it real quick this morning once we get through a couple numbers here. It looks like the S&P, the Dow, and the Russell on this Yahoo Finance, which is a few minutes running behind, so it could be it could have turned green by now, or it could be a little further red. But by what I'm showing, since I do have a delay on this, the S&P, Dow, and the Russell are in the red with the NASDAQ in the green. And gold and silver are catching a bid this morning. Silver has went back over $18, so that's a good thing. Yes, that's what we need. Gold is caught a bid up almost $10 this morning. Yes, we need those metal prices to keep going up, guys, since we're all here for the metals. That is awesome. And let's have a look over here at Bonnie and Clyde's portfolio and see how we're doing. The last I looked, we were in the red a tiny little bit. Let's see where we're at now. And now it looks like we've turned green, 0.44% in the green. So that's always a good thing. If we can just keep going on up, we will be in good shape. And it looks like we had some stocks that may put out some news this morning. Doesn't look like anything major though, but they did put out some news. All right, nothing there, just about quarterly earning call and stuff like that. So nothing major. And what I want to check out, run across an article. I don't know, a lot of people may not know this, but I really don't care for these big box office places like Walmart and places like that, because they've come in and they've swept out the small mom and pop stores, and they kind of took over a lot of towns and put a lot of little places out of business. But with that being said, I did notice that Walmart has done something really good for their employees. There's an article that they come out that says they offer an education program when you're hired at Walmart that they used to make you wait like 30 or 90 days before you could start getting into their little education programs that offers different kind of trainings for different things, which is really a good thing. So I just want to give Walmart a little props on that. Yeah, it used to kick in after 90 days, and now it kicks in immediately when you're hired. So if you're going to work at Walmart, you get hired, and they will now offer you some different skilled trade training that you can do for HVAC. Let's see what else they got listed here: electrical, plumbing, and different types of things that they offer now. So they give you an extra benefit of being able to better yourself school wise and with a trade and stuff like that. So I got to give props to Walmart for doing that. I just thought you guys might find that sort of interesting. And the program is called, through Walmart, it's called Live Better You. So you can earn degrees from Purdue University, Global, Southern New Hampshire University, Wilmington University, University of Florida, Brandman University, Bellevue University. So that's a pretty good little thing if you happen to go to work for Walmart and you're younger, and you can use Walmart as a stepping stone to make yourself a better opportunity. So that's not a bad thing. So I just wanted to give Walmart some props for that. Hope you guys found something interested in that. All right, now let's go over here and check on the weather and see how the weather looks around the nation. It's a little slow at pulling up this morning. Might be where I got a couple extra tabs open because I was trying to find just a little more information this morning, and I was able to find a couple interesting things that I hope you all enjoy. All right, we're going to start over in the Northeast again and make our way across the country. Right now, the temperatures are starting to heat up in the north, where we've got those low 70s up north in New Hampshire and Maine, Massachusetts, with parts of New York even at a steamy 80 degrees this morning. As we start to head south on the East Coast, looks like we got 80s all the way down into North Carolina. And then once we go across into Georgia, into Florida, it looks like it goes to the high 80s, with Miami already at 89 degrees. Nice and warm down in Florida. And it looks like the middle of the country heading west now in the Louisiana area, going up the Mississippi River. It looks like Louisiana's in the 80s, parts of Mississippi and lower parts of Alabama in the 80s. And then as we move up the Mississippi, it looks like 70 degrees, mid 70s, all the way up to Wisconsin. And then as we start to head west from the north, on the northwest in the mountain time zone, or right around in that area, looks like Minnesota, North Dakota, South Dakota starts to cool down. So it drops back down into the mid 50s. And then as we head south in the mountain time zone, or around in that area, parts of Nebraska and Kansas, which is actually probably still technically the middle of the United States. It looks like they've got high 50s to low 60s in that area, coming down into Texas, which Texas is a pretty good chunk of land, and it's got a lot of temperatures all the way from the 60s to the low 80s down around Corpus Christi. Then we'll head over to the rest of the mountain time zone in the west at the Four Corners, and they've got a lot of different elevations from below sea level all the way to way up above sea level in the mountain areas. Thousands of feet above sea level. They got the mid 60s all the way down to the low 40s. And as we go up a little bit further north towards Idaho, looks like they've got the 50s, low 50s, high 40s. And then let's head out west where all the big news is being made. We'll start in the lower part of the west in California. Looks like you've got temperatures in the mid 60s. On up to Northern California where it drops down into the high 40s. Then up into Oregon and Washington, it must feel like summer has sprung out there because it's 50-some, the high 50s today. They went from snow and ice all the way to the high 50s, almost 60 degrees today already. And still with those low temperatures in parts of Idaho and Montana, though, in the 40s. It's still a little chilly out that way. It's starting to warm up, though. We'll see in the coming days how much warmer it's going to get. Probably have some dips of some cold again. Let's check out the radar. So that was the temperatures around the continental U.S. And let's check out the radar map and see what the precipitation looks like. And Cristobal has moved on up into Canada. So precipitation off of Cristobal, not so much now in the continental U.S., but there is precipitation still around the Missouri and Indiana area. Showers coming in Louisiana, Alabama, Mississippi, parts of Georgia has some precipitation, but it looks like it's just scattered showers throughout the states. And out west, where it's so cold still yet, Oregon, Washington, Idaho, and Montana, looks like they've got some spotty precipitation here and there. just popping up. Looks like the lower part of Texas may have some showers around Corpus Christi. So that's it for the radar, guys. That's it for the weather for now. I hope it's beautiful in y'all's neighborhood, no matter where you're at. Let's move on. Let's jump over to the Twitter sphere and see if we can find any interesting articles here. Let's hit the refresh. Earlier I didn't see really anything on there but our usual coin of the day. And I'm looking back to see if I see anything. We're going to talk about it here in a little while, but it is on Twitter. We will be talking about this article. You guys are going to like it. I do have it later in the show here. Forrest Fenn's treasure hidden in the Rocky Mountains has been found. I had heard about this a while back, and you guys are going to like this. So, Forrest Fenn's treasure has been found. Hard to believe in modern times that there's somebody had hidden a treasure, gave clues to where it was at, and somebody has finally found it. When I get more information about it, I will be bringing it forward. So, let's get back to the coin of the day from NGC. On Twitter Sphere, they tweeted out on June the 10th or the 11th in 323 BC, Alexander the Great died in Babylon at the age of 32 years old. Man, he lived a long time, didn't he? And there's a coin right here, King of Macedon, and it appears to be a picture of him on the obverse of his head, and then on the reverse standing an angel with wings sort of standing. So that is the coin of the day, King of Macedon, Alexander the Third. Not such a good coin to me, but it's what they put forward. So we'll roll with it. I don't see anything else on Twitter right now, so let's get on over to some coin news and see what we can find. And I tell you what, let's go ahead, and since I already spoiled it, we'll go ahead and talk about it. This was one of the good news articles that I had for the end of the show. Let me make sure I got another one here. No, I'm going to leave. We're just going to hold on to that and save it for the end of the show, because I want to end off with some good news. What we have, though, in coin news this morning, there was a 1942 Lincoln cent mint error, and they tried to put it forward as authentic, and it comes to find out that it was actually counterfeited. So they did figure out that somebody was trying to trying to counterfeit a 1942 Lincoln wheat cent and tried to make it look like it was Dublin with an off-strike error on the die rotation. And They actually figured out that it was a counterfeit because of the way that the rotation was. The Liberty was down below the other Liberty, and when you go across to where the date should have been, you could tell that they had made a dateless mold that they tried to restamp it with, and it left a crease mark and some obvious signs that it had been restruck with a dateless counterfeit. So just wanted to let you guys know that they're still trying to counterfeit coins to try to make money off of them, because error coins are growing pretty big, starting to take off. More people starting to want to look at those, and so just be careful if you go to looking for error coins. Put a lot of due diligence into it before you go and buy one. I figured I'd want to let you guys know about the counterfeiting is on full swing, guys. Now to a little bit different article I want to talk about. Don't know if you guys really know anything about them, but I found them to be cool coins. The real small, real tiny coins. The 3-cent pieces, 3-cent silver pieces. Really nice coins. But there's a coin that you can collect still today. You can find them and get them reasonably cheap right now still. That as time goes on, could be worth a little bit more in value. So it may be something you guys take a look and maybe want to research. But what we found was an 1851 3-cent piece. And it was the only 3-cent piece that, and I'm pretty sure this is correct from my research, but there could be more to the story. The 1851 was the only one that was struck outside of the Philadelphia Mint. And there was only 742, let me get the exact number here, I believe that's right. 720,000 of them were produced in 1851, and they was going through a silver battle at the time, trying to figure out how they could do silver, and they decided that they was going to put a 75% silver in the coins. So that's what they ended up doing. They lowered the amount of silver in coins for those coins. And in 1851, like I say, the O is one of the rare coins of that collection. And the way I understand is they're still reasonably priced right now, even though it's still a lot of money for a small piece of silver. It does seem to be one of the rare coins of that specific coin set. So if you want to look into it, just go and check out the 1851 3-cent pieces. Pretty interesting coins. It got the little Star of David on it, and the little 3-cent with the moon phase, stars. They're pretty nice little coins, especially ones that are real shiny and brightened up. Yeah, they look really cool. I don't even think I have one of those coins though. I don't even think I have a 3 cent coin. So I may even look into seeing if I can pick me up one myself. All right. So we talked about that. We talked about everything there. So I hope you guys enjoyed a little walk around with some coins. And now, let me go over to the chat and see. Okay, I see the chat is going on. And the good news, I see we have Bonnie in the chat this morning. Awesome, awesome. She's out busy doing things this morning. But yes, Bonnie was finally able to get the website properly working. So check it out. Bonnie made it happen. She worked tirelessly at it. I came in the office this morning, and what did I see? Bonnie had done knocked out, fell asleep at the computer. She spent all night long, but she finally got it up and working. So kudos to Bonnie. Thanks a million. Awesome job. Yeah, she was knocked out. I had to wake her up. All right, guys. So now let's finish off the show with the good article. And there it is. Back years ago, there was a gentleman, Forrest Finn. He hit a treasure out in 2010 out in the Rocky Mountains, and he gave clues about where it was at and where you could try to go find it. And after years and years of searching, on June the 6th, the treasure was finally located. Awesome, awesome. Yeah, estimated that more than 350,000 people from all over the world have been out trying to search for that treasure of Forrest Finn's. And it was finally located. A modern day treasure chest full of all kinds of different things. I want to get the scoop. I'm hoping somebody will come out and tell exactly what was found in the treasure chest. I think he did say what all was in it, but I needed to do a little bit more research on it. I happened to see the article and I was like, well, that's an awesome way to end the show this morning with some good news. So as more details come in and I'll check into it a little bit more, we're going to find out what all we can find out about Forrest Finn's treasure that was located. Awesome story. Good to know that there's people that are just like modern day pirates, and that's awesome. So awesome, guys. Thank you guys for coming over to the site, and Bonnie has done a real good job at offering some little packages that will definitely pay off and will get you into a lot of neat stuff. So, congratulations to everybody that comes over, joins the team. We do appreciate it. Thank you all so much. And I know Bonnie is happy about it because, like I say, she spent a lot of time, put a lot of work into it. So, all right, guys, we had an awesome Wednesday morning talk. Thank you all for joining us. And we'll be live tonight with some quarters and half hunts. We'll just play it and see what happens. Maybe we'll find us some W quarters, or maybe we can locate some silver tonight. Either way, we will be up and going 9 o'clock. Check out the website, guys. Thank you all for joining us. Hope you enjoyed it. Have a great day, and we'll see you all later. Thanks for joining us. Stay safe.